Once time I heard Flea Rock is the flavor, you know? So tell me please something about your style. How could you describe it, your flavor? Because when you are entering the competition, you present, you know, cockiness, the aggressive status, you know. Is it part of acting, or these emotions are somewhere in you?
Well, I think all b-boys, to some extent, it's an act, because we're performing, you know, we're dancing. So you can use it in that terminology if that's what you see. But yeah, personally, I have, you know, emotions that I let out when I break, a lot of aggression, a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. I'm kind of feel like a reflection of where I come from in my dance and what I've seen growing up in this dance. So that's basically what I am. Like, I started in 93, 94, so that era is still embodied in me, you know? Yeah, so a lot of the guys now that you see competing, they started in like 2000, you know, the late 2000s. So you don't really see that in their body, that experience, you know, like that era. So I've seen it with my eyes, so it's embedded in me, you feel me? So it's definitely not an act. I'm not acting, but yeah, you know, I don't feel like competitions is the essence of b-boying. It's more of like a test, you know, it's a competition. So it doesn't bring out the true essence of b-boying. But whatever you guys like, you know, that's your choice. You know, that's what you see. I'm gonna break if I'm not famous, or if I don't have flavor. Either way, I'm gonna break because I love it, and I think that's what's more important, is that you love it, and you know, find the flavor within.
By the way, how you get your b-boy name, the Flea Rock?
I got my name when I started breaking. I was really little. The rest of the guys that was around me were a lot older, so I was the little one of the group, you know. So I was dancing with Troll at the time, a kid named Troll, and I was like, what can I think of a name that's similar to Troll? And I thought of a Flea, you know, in the same, you know, genre. I think when I was little, because I looked up to him when I was younger. So yeah, and I was the little guy in the group, so they called me Flea, like a little Flea, you know. And I jumped around. I was like my style, you know. So it stuck with me.
So, what is your next purpose in your life? Do you have any backup plan besides b-boying? You know what I mean? It's only breaking in your life, or you have some maybe other activities?
No, I'm doing a lot of shit. I'm making beats. I'm making music. I downhill skate. I practice martial arts. Yeah.
For example,
Jiu-jitsu, ninjutsu. My boy Abstract's been showing me a lot of hand-to-hand combat with knives and guns, disarming guns and knives. Not that I'm gonna have to use it, but it's something else to do, you know? I mean, one day you might have to use it. But besides that, I'm a father. I'm pursuing acting as well in LA. I'm taking acting class. So I try to do other stuff. I try to study foods and medicines, like Eastern medicines and foods, naturals, holistic medicine.
The next question is b-boy in a cipher, you know? Could you develop a bit this term? Because a lot of dancers have a barrier to enter to a good cipher, you know what I mean? What is your thoughts before you get into the circle? You thinking about something, or just not thinking about anything?
When I break in the cipher, it's all out of just representing the real shit, just the raw shit, just the music, you and the music. And if some dudes there that want to get it in, battle, that's where it's the best to do it in the ciphers, I think, you know. Because, you know, it's not like a show. It's not like, okay, break right now. It's more like you break when you feel it in a cipher. So, you know, and that's the first shit that ever happened was the ciphers. It didn't start competitions and then ciphers. Ciphers came first, so. I don't have any strategy whatsoever. I try to keep my style like water. Feel me? Just exactly, flow like water. I adapt to my environment. whoever's around me, the music, how I feel, that's how I'm gonna break. I'm not an athletic technician with it, you know, I'm more of like an artist, I feel, in my eye, you know.
By the way, could you tell our readers and our, viewers, what is Flava for you and flow? Just, describe these two terms, because for me it's obvious, but I think that a lot of people want to know what Flea Rock thinks about it, you know what I mean?
I think flavor is like your own personality, your own character, that when you do dance, you let off this vibration that inspires people or moves people in a certain way or makes them feel something in their gut. Yeah, something in their spine or something. That's the definition to me of flavor. When you got flavor, you can do that. You can smoke somebody with just a stare. You feel me? Because it's a character. It's like flavor also is like a style, you know, like you can have many different flavors, you can have a lot of different styles. And I think for me flavor is just about being like slick, you know what I mean, being like a sly fox. You mean like being fresh, you know what I mean, just knowing that you got style and knowing that you don't look whack. You know what I mean? No matter what you do, you're not gonna look whack because you have that confidence, you know what I mean? So yeah, flavor, you know, it's confidence, flavor is, you know, style, the way you dress. But I think most importantly is what you let off when you dance. Yes. You know? It's like that little flavor. I mean, it's like a little flavor. Some people got it, some people don't. So.
The next topic, it's a mind power. Do you use any techniques like meditation or visualization when you are preparing to the battle or when you want to reach something in your life? You know what I mean? Because, for example, I make such things, and I am just wonder if you.
You what?
I meditate, for example,
okay.
And visualizations, things, you know. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely meditate. I have a few different types of meditation, you know. I have like one where I just sit down and I just try to astral project, you know. You could look that up, called astral projection. You just sit there, you close your eyes, you can lay down, and you just visualize yourself leaving your body. And you visualize floating up into the earth and to the sky, into the universe. Right. And I'm a Buddhist as well. I was born into Buddhism. My parents are Buddhists for the last 35 years. So I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo when I can. You know, it's hard to do it every day because I'm still like a rebel. You know, I'm still like deeply into hip hop and just not giving a fuck about shit type of mentality. But I'm trying to change that because, you know, I'm a father now. I'm getting older, and you can't really do that shit forever because, you know, I mean, you can, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to, you know, evolve into a different type of man, you know, more conscious being, more enlightened, more of a Buddha. You know what I mean? So I definitely do meditate. You know, before a battle, I think naturally I meditate before battles, like now when I'm not talking to you, or just I'm visualizing things and ideas and concepts and things I can do in the battle, you know. So it's all manifested in the hour of the battle, you know, in the day or two, you know, everything I do. Besides the moves I already have, it's mine. You know, I do those too, but sometimes some shit comes out, you know, that I've never done before. And I like it that way. I don't like really practicing and doing combinations that I practiced for 10 hours last week, you know? I mean, it's just not my style. I like the rawness and the sporadicness.
So how your training looks like?
My life is my training.
Your life is your training.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel it.
Taking care of my kids, cooking, paying my rent, paying my car, hustling every day, and of course dancing wherever I'm at. If I'm at my boy's house, we dance in the living room. If I'm at a club, we could dance in the club. If I'm doing a job, I'm dancing on a job. You know what I mean? Like, but I'll tell you this much: lately, I haven't really. I used to practice a lot more, but just slowly, more older I get, I'm not practicing no more. I'm doing other shit.
Yes, I know what you
Which is fine because shit gotta happen, you know. You can't do the same thing forever, you know what I mean? So tomorrow, I'm just gonna have fun. I'm gonna rock the fucking beat and smoke the shit out of everybody.
a few words about Skill Methodz. You are like a family, right? So tell me about your relations and about your chemistry.
Sure. Skill Methodz is it's a crew that's inspired the world. We've been around for 17, 16 years now. Each individual in Skill Methodz, you know, they have their own flavor, their own style, and each one of them I have a connection with as a, you know, spiritual brother and a, you know, like this bond. You know, some of us, we have our times where we don't talk and we get to know a different member more. You know, it just switches all the time. You know, so it's like I be hanging out with Luigi for a year and then I don't hang out with him. I'm gonna hang out with Beast. You know, at least for me, I get my time in with all of my tribe. You know. Because, you know, we all have our lives, but...
You live in the different cities, right?
A lot of us live in Los Angeles now. Yeah, Abstract's supposedly going to move to Los Angeles soon, so... That'll pretty much be all of us except Motion, that's in New York still. And a couple guys in Tampa that's not really breaking in the scene. They break, but they're not in the scene. But my crew, man, I love them, dude. You know, like... They're like family. They're like my brothers. You know, they're like blood to me, so.
Thank you very much. That was a Flea Rock true legend. Skill Methodz Crew.